Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's been an absolutely fantastic day today. A lot of great games. Yeah, so the winner's final will be Ren versus Wildcard. And we're going to be casting Frug versus 11.5 here on the main channel. And on the second channel, they will be streaming Big Silly Monkeys versus Vicious. And this is correct. So yeah. All right. And joining me for this cast in the caster's booth is a Juicy for Real.
Yes, hello everyone. I am here. I have not excuse me, I have not been up to date with anything today. I was fairly busy today.
Now you're good.
So
For you and for the people joining, I'll just kind of recap what has happened so far. Ren has made it all the way to the winners bracket finals, beating both Milk 2 and 11.5. Their opponent, Wildcard, has beaten Vicious and Frug on their path to the winners finals. In the losers bracket, Big Silly Monkeys has beaten Milk 2, so Milk 2 is fully eliminated from the Echo Master League finals. And Frug has beaten Banshee, so Banshee fully eliminated. So big implications here for this game. Can't lose anymore. You had your chance in the winners bracket. This is where you gotta lock in. All right, we're headed for a neutral joust here between both teams. Very exciting. I've watched both these teams play a lot of times. And it's going to be one here by Frug, picked up here by Supram. Supram with an open three to start it off for Frug. And that's good to start with.
yeah, uh, that was extremely quick. So guys, I'm having really bad connection issues, so don't get mad if I stop talking or disconnect. But here we go. It seems like we have a. Is this Frug here with the neutral joust? Anyways, let's see. We have 11.5, I believe, is on orange, and looks like Frug is going to take it. And Supram is going to have the disc. He's going to go to Bowtie. He's going to pass it down to Raptured, and he's going to pass it back up to Supram. Little back and forth passes here. Trying to keep it, play it safe here. Nothing too bad happening. A little pass to Supram, who's going down the right tunnel. Getting a little bit of chase from there by Cole. Supram's looking for a cross pass, and got about almost intercepted by Footley. Looks like Ryan is going to have it at the top, near top trench. He's gonna look for a pass straight, and the pass is gonna bounce off, and Supram and it'll be taken up by John Fortnite, and it'll bounce around on Frug's side here, and it'll be picked up by Footley, and Footley will do a nice bounce pass to Fields. Fields will do another bounce pass to John Fortnite, and John Fortnite getting a bunch of pressure from Supram and Ryan, and he'll reset back to Footley. Footley will take the disc, and he will pass to Cole. Cole walking up, and he gets the disc stolen by Supram. Can't really do things like that here in finals. But let's see, the disc is floating around here. It is still floating around. It looks like it's gonna be picked up by that. I don't know how to say that name. Anyways, Footley is gonna have the disc near mid, near double D, and he's gonna cross pass to Cole, playing it really slow here. Trying to play it safe here. A little backwards pass to Footley. Footley's gonna have the disc, and he's going to pass to Cole. Cole is gonna walk it off a pillar, and it's gonna be blocked by, I believe that's Raptured, but then Cole is going to take it, and then it's gonna be put in the goal.
Very long possession time there for both teams. We'll see what this Frog team can do with their offensive joust. You know, Very good stuff from them so far, but just need to lock it in. Take advantage of the turnovers that they've been getting. It's going to be Ryan J.S. going to pass that immediately over to Biot. Biot now pushing up. 1v1 versus Cole. Elects to toss it over to Ryan JS. Might have been a mistake. Ryan JS ends up missing it, but Ryan JS recovers it over to Bayot. Bayot resets it back to Supram. Supram now pressured by Fields down to Biot. Biot crossover to intended for Raptured, but Raptured misses it a little bit. It's going to be Ryan JS here on Popcorn. Going to pass that one down to Biot. Biot going to cross that one up to Supram. Supram back to Ryan Jess here on Bowtie. Ryan Jess now just sitting on that central diamond looking for an opportunity. Cole just in permanent block mode right now. And Biot gets the 2, expanding that lead back to 3.
Yeah, it was just a a very that was a very good like neutral possession time. Not too long, not too short, just the right amount. And they, I really like how both teams are playing. They're both playing very passively, nothing crazy happening, just normal steals and stuff, and normal short passes. Nothing too crazy here. The disc will be floating around near double D. It'll be picked up by Biot. Biot will do a backwards pass to Supram, who's in top trench. Supram will look for a pass all the way back to the bottom to Raptured. Raptured will pass to Ryan. Ryan will walk in and it'll be saved by Cole. A great save by Cole. He'll clear it down left tunnel. It's bouncing around on Frug's side. Nobody's there to it yet, and it looks like Fields is going to grab the disc, but it'll be taken by Biot, and Cole's just going to take it right back from Biot, who's going to just throw it in the goal for 2 points.
Good counter there from 11.5, brings it back within that 1 point lead. Close start to this round one. Kind of a low scoring affair here, heading into the halfway point of this round. Only 9 points total scored so far. It's going to be Ryan JS. Gonna send that one down that right tunnel over to Biot. Biot now pushing up. They're just going to take it slowly. And it's going to be a 1v1 here. Biot going to pass the one over to Raptured. Raptured back to Biot. Biot goes for the quick shot. Expands that lead back to 3. It's just been 1-3, 1-3.
Wow. Yeah, it's almost back and forth here. I mean, with if excuse me, if 11.5 doesn't like start going a little bit faster here, then that 3-pointer at the beginning will just make Frug's whole game, and they'll win the first round here because it's just back and forth here. If they had it neutral and they were going back and forth, it'd be a different story here. Cole with the disc, getting pressured by Supram. A little backwards reset pass to John Fortnite. John Fortnite is going to pass to Fields, who's getting a little bit of pressure from a stack here. It'll go down the left side, and Fields will. Oh, a nice little reset there, a little bounce off popcorn. Fields will pass all the way to Cole, and Cole will pass to no one. It'll be taken by Supram. Supram will attempt to clear. It'll only get about a little bit more than halfway. It's making its way downfield, bouncing off a nose. John Fortnite snagging the disc. Looking around for things, not getting pressured that much. Getting a little bit of pressure from Raptured here now, past to Footley. Footley's going to take it to right. Raptured. Oh my goodness. An attempted reset pass to John Fortnite. And the disc is just floating around in 11.5's bubble. Everyone's coming downfield to see what's going on. And a clear. Oh, a pass to Fields. Fields with the disc, looking for maybe a cross pass to Cole. Cole with an open
Ooh.
net 3-pointer here. The game is now tied 7-7.
Yeah, no, the botched pass from Foley ends up working in 11.5's favor. Baited out all of those Frug players heading towards that 11.5 bubble, and no one was back for defense. 7-7 here. Basically a 0-0. Yeah, 3 minutes left in this game. Very low scoring so far. Bia now pushing up on that left wall. Pressured somewhat by Fields. Gonna flip that one over to Raptured. Raptured now pushing up. Looking for an opportunity. Pump fakes twice and gets the shot over 3 11.5 defenders. And that's going to make it 7-9 in favor of Frug.
Wow, 11.5 had a really good, like they had a lot of momentum there with that 3-pointer, making it a tie game. But Frog is coming back and they're scoring, and it's now they're down by 2. And I'm not saying that they're gonna lose. There's still a lot of game left here. 2:40 left. Let's see. John Fortnite with the disc pass to Fields. Fields is going to go to Cole. Cole is going to go all the way downfield to Footley, and it's going to be a one-on-one here. Oh, it's going to be a reset pass back to Fields, who's getting a little bit of pressure there. Fields will pass to Cole, who's on ceiling. He'll walk it in, and he'll throw to a backwards pass behind the ding ring to John Fortnite for 2 from the back.
What does he mean by that? Anyways, it's going to be an offensive gesture for Frog. A little bit more than 2 minutes remaining in this match. A very, very entertaining and close round one. It's going to be Raptured here. Going to pass the one over to Ryan JS. Ryan JS, a little bit of a pump fake there. Just gonna, slightly bounces off double diamond there, but ends up in the hands of Raptured, the intended target. Rapture now just pushing up. Fully is putting his arms up, trying to prevent that back pass, but that back pass happens anyways. Ryan JS now pushing up, actually unabated. There is no one pressuring Ryan JS right now. Gonna pass the one over to Biot. Biot over to Raptured. Raptured now gonna just no pressure there on the person holding the disc. And Raptured gets a free shot there. Had all day to figure out where they wanted to shoot that disc, and it's going to be an 11-9 lead here for Frug.
Wow. 11.5. They need to start playing more aggressively here. You know, the passiveness isn't gonna isn't gonna work uh the whole time in these types of games here. I mean, you really have to take every second into account, and you have to play aggressive at these moments here. Because I mean, like no pressure is just not a recipe for success here. Ryan JS is gonna take the disc. He's gonna throw it an attempt to throw at the stack of Supram and Biot. They're gonna attempt a dribble here. It's gonna be taken by Cole. Cole, oh, it's going to be taken by Biot. Oh my gosh, a back and forth here. The disc is going to be floating around in 11.5's bubble. An open net for Raptured. Man, I mean, every second counts here. You know, you got to get those stacks back, and you got to get that disc, man.
Yeah, I think it's mathematically impossible for 11.5 to win this round one. Very well played here from Frug so far. 11.5, they just need to play more aggressive. They're playing very, very passive right now, and it's going to be a botched offensive joust here. But Cole is able to recover here. Feels now pushing up. Potential chance here to bring back some momentum. Feels dodges around both, passes it over to Fully, and gets the bounce shot off of clock there. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, scoring points, you know, that always feels good. But like, I mean, it's looking like it's just going to be a win here for Frug. You know, nothing they could do there. I mean, I mean, 2 point difference isn't bad. But you know, their way of executing things was just not the ideal way in finals.
Yeah, no, 11.5 definitely has to play very, very aggressively in order to defeat this Frug team. Because Frug, they've been allowed to pick and choose where they want to shoot, where they want to pass. And 11.5, they've done nothing to stop it. And, you know, advanced stats about even, a little bit more passing coming in for the shot attempts here from Frug. Two more steals compared to 0 for 11.5. But other than that, pretty much even. 2 points here for John Fortnite, 2 for Footley, 0 for Field, 7 for Cole. That rounds it out for 11.5. On Frug, 4 for Biot, 0 for Ryan JS, 3 for Supram, and 6 for Raptured.
Yeah, really excited to see this second round play out here. You know, I really want to see if uh 11.5 realizes that they need to like change up their play style here, because you know, I mean, it was still really close, so I'm still leaning. You know, I'm not really leaning one way or the other here, but you know, it's just gotta be better for 11.5 here. No bias. Oh wait, here we go. And we have a neutral joust here, and Cole's gonna have the disc. Oh, it's gonna be floating around here. And John Fortnite will pick it up here. Biot will slap the disc out. It is bouncing around near root. It's going to be picked up by John Fortnite, who does a little spin past the fields, and he barely misses the ding ring. And then Cole will rebound and go for 2 there. Huh. Very
Yeah, no,
good start for 11.5 here.
yeah, no, good aggressive start from 11.5. That's kind of the adjustment that we've been looking to see out of them. So we'll see if they continue that aggressiveness on defense here, as Frug will have their first offensive joust of the round. It's going to be Ryan JS here, just going to wait around, not much pressure. Maybe that aggressiveness won't happen. It's Ryan JS continues to walk forward unabated here. No pressure whatsoever. Ryan JS just scanning the field, allowing Frug to choose what they want to do on offense. Passes it over to Biot. Biot, no pressure on Biot either. And it's going to be 2 points here for Frug.
What the heck, dude? I mean, I've never seen any sort of playstyle like this before. I like, I mean, this is crazy. I have no idea like why anyone would play like this. Sorry if I'm being too harsh here, but it's just really interesting how they're playing here. Suprum with the disc, and that is a quick goal for two there. Sorry guys, I think I was lagging a lot when I was just talking there, but um sorry, but I mean I said like this is just a weird play style. And I'm not hating on anyone, but they just need to change it up here.
You know, 11.5 definitely needs to make some mid-round adjustments here. John Fortnite going to pass that one over to Cole. Cole now going to flip that one forward. Very aggressive start here from 11.5. Feels now trying to, oh, with the nice spin move. Oh my goodness. Almost gets the insane solo play there. But it's going to float around in that left wall area, picked up by John Fortnite. John Fortnite probably should flip this one back, and he does. Over to Cole. Cole going to pass the one over to Fields. Fields under heavy pressure, though, and stunned out there, cleared out. And it's going to be picked up by Ryan JS, who's going to send that one over forward to Biot with the open three, expanding that lead to 5.
Gosh, once you see that disc going downfield to your side, you really got to start thinking, I need to get into a stack and I need to go stop that disc. Because, like, I mean, that's exactly what happened here, except the stack part didn't happen. You saw them all coming in after the goal was scored, and that just needs to happen way earlier. John Fortnite with the disc, immediately getting pressured. Cole immediately getting like just what's the word, stuffed by like 3 of Frug's players, and they're just gonna do a little couple passes here, and they're just gonna slam dunk it right in the goal, and now they're already down by 7 here. They they gotta have like faster thoughts here. Every millisecond counts now. I mean, like they need to like be more aggressive and like have those timings.
Yeah, no, 11.5, I would definitely be considering a timeout here just to stop that Frug momentum. And it looks like another turnover here from 11.5, but John Fortnite is there. Oh, bounces off double diamond. It's gonna bounce up into that upper popcorn region. It's gonna bounce off a lot of geometry here. Unclear who's gonna end up taking control. And Fully is gonna slap that one forward. Gonna be taken by Supram, who's gonna pass that one over to Biot. Biot gonna send that one forward. Stacks are out, picked up by Supram. And yeah, if you're 11.5, you got to call a timeout at some point and try to figure out what you want to do here on offense and on defense.
Yeah, I would really suggest a timeout here for 11.5 as well. I mean, there is just so much happening with Frug here. They have so much momentum, like you said, and it's not working out for 11.5 right now. They need to figure their things out here. But we're still going. Cole, a pass to Footley. Footley across an attempted cross pass, bounces off the diamond, goes all the way back into the hands of Supra for another free goal for Frug, now being a 12-point difference here.
11.5 has to figure out something and figure something out fast. Can't let these turnovers affect them too much because the turnovers are just coming out left and right. Um, John Fortnite here on Bowtie at the QB position, pressured by Super. I'm going to flip that one over to Cole. Cole now going to push up here. Not much pressure so far, but Supram is lurking behind. I don't know if Cole sees Supram. Yeah, he does. And he's going to pass the one over to John Fortnite. John Fortnite now going to pass the one over to Fields. Good scoring opportunity here for 11.5, and Footley with his classic close shot there rounds it out, reducing that lead to 10.
Yeah. Um, they had the passes down here. I think they got the score there because Frug wasn't really okay. I don't want to be rude to 11.5, but that may have been um a Frug problem there. Because and that's why they ended up scoring there. But let's see. Rapture is gonna walk it up, maybe getting a little bit of pressure from John Fortnite. He sees him behind him, but not aggressive pressure. He's gonna pass right up to Ryan, and the goalie's gonna come out of the goal, and nobody's gonna be there, and he's just gonna throw it in, putting the difference back to 12 points with 4 minutes left.
11.5 is definitely going to have to play really fast. We need to see some life out of them. Gotta move it quickly. You know, always want to see a round 3 here as a caster, so we'll see if they can force that, but they're going to have to move quickly. And Fields gets stunned by a very quick stack by Bio and Ryan JS. But Foley takes it. Foley, tries to go for the shot. I think it was off either the head or the ding ring. Not really sure. but it's going to be Cole here. Going to pass one over to Foley. A quick shot there. And that's going to reduce that lead back to 10. But the time is ticking.
Yeah, time is dwindling. There's only about 320 left. And, if we want a third round here, 11.5's gotta be more aggressive. They gotta hurry up. They gotta have everything, all the things that they need to do in mind. They can't be slacking here, especially in a finals match here. So Ryan with the disc, he'll pass to Supram, and it'll be taken by Cole, who was there and ready. Cole, a clear attempt to, and whatever. Biot has the disc. It's gonna be floating around in 11.5's bubble now. It's gonna be taken by Raptured, who is gonna get. Oh my gosh! Oh, wow, that's very unfortunate there. They were all there. They were all trying to get the disc there, and lack of communication like that. All of you going for the disc on one guy. It's just things like this can happen, and the difference is now 12 points once again.
Yeah, no, 11.5 is definitely going to need a miracle here. They're going to need a few three-pointers, maybe mix in some twos, but it's going to be a tall task for them if they want to force this round 3. And that could have been a good start there, but Fields is going to sail that one wide left, and it hits the shield there. Attempted clear there by Supram. Cole ends up picking it up, stacked up with John Fortnite. Going to pass the one intended for Fields, and it looks like Foley will end up grabbing it. Gonna try to need the threes here. Fields ends up grabbing it, gets stunned out by Ryan JS, and Supram is gonna send that one down that left tunnel. It's gonna bounce around into that left wall region. John Fortnite gonna try to send that one back towards Fields. The time is ticking. I don't know if it's mathematically possible at this point for 11.5 to come back, but Cole is gonna send that one all the way down. It's going to bounce off some of those central diamonds there. Picked up by Supram. Supram stunned out there by John Fortnite. John Fortnite going to send that one down the left tunnel. It's going to bounce off some geometry off the ceiling. Foley was almost there. Sends out bailout. And Supram is just going to flip that one over to the right wall. Picked up here by Fields. Fields going to drive in, passing it over to Foley. It's taken, though, by Ryan JS. 1 minute remaining in this match. And it's going to be Ryan JS going to clear this one out all the way downfield. Going to bounce off Pac-Man there. John Fortnite going to send it the other way. Going to bounce off the left wall geometry. Picked up here by Cole for a 3. And there's less than 1 minute. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good 3 from Cole here, but guys, as Finn says, it's mathematically impossible for them to come back. You got about 30 seconds here. They're up by 2 times their score here, and there's just not a lot you can do except keep racking up those points, keep trying to play aggressive, keep trying to get these points here. But it's gonna end up in 11.5's bubble here, an open goal. Supram is gonna make the decision to. Okay, I think he just went for a headbutt. Or wait, I think he did a slow pass and then Ryan just headbutted in the goal. So
Yeah.
it's that's gonna be a win here for Frug.
Yeah, no. So
Very unfortunate.
Frug is going to take round 2 20-9. And guys, don't forget that there is actually a game going in parallel right now. Big Silly Monkeys versus Vicious on Channel 2. It looks like Vicious won round 1, and it's currently 7-4 in favor of Vicious. So yeah, if you guys want some more Echo Arena for tonight, make sure to switch over to the second channel. But over here, very, very great performance here from Frog, especially in that round 2. 11.5. They just had some things that they needed to work on. Maybe a timeout would have helped, but at the end of the day, it was just too much for them to handle. Any thoughts on the game here, Juicy?
With round 1 being 13-11, I was really hoping 11.5 would come out and at least have it be a little bit close here, but it was just not a good day for 11.5. They really needed to take time and relax and chill, but take a timeout and think about what they need to do to change. They needed to get into the mindset instead of just letting all these things happen. And the stacks, the the no pressuring. That's just those are just things that you need to do when you're down by so much.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thank you guys so much for watching here on Channel 1. 3 hours of continuous runtime here on Channel 1, mostly of the winner's bracket. Yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of finals. Very, very excited for that one. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah, me either. See you guys.
Have a great night, guys.
It's game on!
Starting match.
$15.